So we got Wyoming, the Cowboys, the Pokes. Craig Bohl is gone, retired after 10 seasons at head coach. Jay Salville takes over, but he's already been there. He's been the DC for 3 or 4 years. So it's not it's actually, you would think, oh, coaching changed, Craig Bohl retired, but actually the DC took over as head coach and they kept their OC. So it's really the same coaching staff as last year, which I like. They're 75th in returning production, 13 returning starters. The big loss is obviously quarterback Andrew Peasley, who plays for the New York Football Jets now. I did not realize he was an NFL guy. I mean, he was good. He was a great Mountain West quarterback, but I didn't know he was an NFL guy. The Jets disagree. So yeah, Andrew Peasley's gone at quarterback. Why didn't I write who's playing quarterback? I didn't even write down
Evans. I can't say the last name. Evans Faboda. Something of that nature.
Where's he from? I didn't write down.
He was their backup last year. He got a little bit of playing time. They're very high on him. I read up on him. They're very high on him. They like him. Wyoming always has. I mean, go through the list of guys. They've had Peasley and Allen in the recent years. They've been a great quarterback place for a while now.
I feel like they all fit the same mold of quarterback too.
And he's
like a tough white guy that can run. You know,
he looks exactly like him. He is exactly that. That is who he is. So like, they're going to be running pretty much the same offense.
They all have the same looking quarterback. And yeah. So all right, they got a new Peasley, let's say. Top 3 rushers are back for Wyoming. Gotta like that. And they added a running back from North Carolina as well. So the running back room should be pretty loaded up. They lose their top 2 receivers, but they also bring back a few who saw plenty of snaps. So receivers should be fine. 4 starters back on the offensive line. Solid. It's going to be a tough place to go on the road and stop the run in October, November up in Wyoming. That's good. That offensive line is going to be tough. They got the running backs back. So yeah, it looks good on the offensive side of the ball for Wyoming.
Yeah, I like the receiver room. That's the one issue. They're a little bit short there, but they should be fine. They're a place that does pretty good job getting their offense set together, and guys that you never hear of some Wyoming receivers in the NFL, but they make an impact in the Mountain West. So this offense will be fine.
All right, defense. They lost Gibbs. Led the team in tackles, first team all conference. They lost their best player on the defense. He plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers now. That kid, Easton Gibbs. But everyone else is back. I mean, everyone else is back. They lost their top 2 corners also, actually. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say everyone else is back, but keep it like the defensive line. They only lost 1 starter. Linebackers, they lost their best player, but pretty much brought everyone else back. They lost 2 corners, but bring the rest of the secondary back. There's not a lot to not like about this Wyoming team other than the fact that there's a new guy playing quarterback and Peasley's gone. So judging by the sound of us doing the win and loss game, you like this Wyoming team this year.
Yeah, I think that their defense, like you said, they're bringing a ton of experience back. They were a pretty good unit last year. I don't see any reason why they can't be in like the top 1/3 of the country. I know they're in a tougher past conference, but I don't see any reason why they can't improve a little bit and be, just as good as they were. So like, yeah, I like this team. Overall, the only question will be, can the receivers come together? And I have no reason to believe that Wyoming, with a quarterback that they're very high on, that they won't. So I'm pretty high on them. Pretty good.
What I don't like about Wyoming is the schedule. They have a tough schedule. So yeah, I would assume Arizona State's a loss.
Yeah, I don't like going into Arizona State. That's a tough one.
Yeah. So let's say that's a loss. They beat Idaho. They lose to BYU. At North Texas should be a win. Yeah. But I mean, if North Texas down there in Texas, it's hot, they turn it into a shootout. I don't think it's crazy that Wyoming would lose that game.
No, I don't think it's crazy, but I could definitely see it though. They're a weird team.
We'll call it a win, but like, yeah. I don't know. It's a tough one. Air Force and San Diego State win.
That's 4 straight. Actually 5 straight I've got. Right, Air Force, San Diego State, State, Utah State, New Mexico.
So that would put them at 6 wins. But then after that, they lose out.
Yeah. So
which is why you can't put them at 7. You got at 6 wins. It's under for me.
Yeah, the only sneak there would be honestly the only game I could sneak in is Washington State.
I have them at 6 wins, and I think they could lose to North Texas, which would be 5. So no, definitely under.
Yeah, I would say under 2, but that doesn't mean if they went on the road and shocked Arizona State, wouldn't be surprised. BYU, I wouldn't be surprised if the team was really good, but Just playing the win-loss game, you can kind of read into the fact that there's too many toss-ups to say that they're going to win 7 games.
Yeah.
But I like them. Good roster.
All right. It's almost 1 o'clock. Let's call it. Be back tomorrow, same time. Everyone enjoy your Saturdays. I know I didn't really place many bets. I'm going to add a couple to the website. So just give me about 5 minutes. I'll add it. Yeah.